Have we seen the last of Brandon Curry? Was the 2024 Mr. Olympia his last ever time stepping foot on the Olympia stage? Well, who am I to say? At the end of the day, of course, it's Brandon Curry's choice, and this video is not meant to say, oh, Brandon Curry should retire. But the fact is, he placed ninth, and that was his lowest placing in years. I'm telling you. And if you think about it, guys, when you compare him with his prime, well, actually, he does look pretty good. I'm just joking. I tricked ya. The 2019 version here is actually him now. See that? So you know what, Brandon Curry? I hope you're watching this. You look just as good as you ever have. So Brandon Curry, he pretty much is in his prime. So kudos to him. And if it is his very last ever Olympia showing, I mean, that guy can hold his head up high. Here is the grand scheme of things. This is Brandon Curry's entire Olympia showings. We have his first one. Well, you can't really see the years or his placings, so somebody out back there, can you fix me up here? Thank you. These are his respective years. You can see he did miss a year there. 2012, he didn't compete, but 2011 was his debut, and he did pretty good. He got 8th place. And on from there, he seemed to kind of give up. He got 16th 3 times, and then all of a sudden, 2017, boom! Even in these little pictures, you can see he just boom in size. And I remember that year. I was like, Brandon Curry? I kind of remember that guy, and he's placing 8th now, and then on to 5th place 2018. And then you look at the bottom row. I'm sure most of you guys all remember these years very fondly. Placing 1st in 2019, chasing the title for a couple of more years, then ultimately getting 4th a couple of times there. Changing of the guard, things of that nature, and most recently, just this past weekend, guys, he got 9th. And he hadn't placed lower than that since 2016. So Brandon Curry, no, I don't think his physique is showing that he should retire, but when you are a former Mr. Olympia, you'll always be a Mr. Olympia. And it's just sad to see such a great bodybuilder place 9th. At this show. Let's go back in time and watch the evolution of Brandon Curry, shall we? I like to celebrate this guy's career. 2011, he was shredded, so I can see why they did give him a decent placing there of 8th. And then 2013, he definitely got a little bit softer there. He didn't dial it in. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is the first time I remember Brandon Curry. I don't remember him in 2011. I remember seeing his physique 2013, and I thought, good physique. And then, following year, he wasn't there. This is 2015. Little better condition, I guess, than 2013, but not very big, is he? 2016? He's natural here. He has to be the smallest that he has ever been. Now, you want to see a neat trick? From 2016 to 2017 now. He's in the hunt. He got 8th. Probably even could have got a better placing, but the judges just did not see him coming. From 16th to 8th. And his physique definitely showed the improvement. And then 2018, well, was it a scale down from 2017? Maybe. But his placing was better. He got 5th, which was the highest at the time. But after that, he would not place lower than 5th until this year. Of course, the following year, 2019, it was not but celebration. Brandon Curry was your Mr. Olympia champion. 2020, an underrated version of Brandon Curry. What we are looking at right now is a Mr. Olympia. He was a Mr. Olympia champion competing here. And he did, in fact, lose his title. He placed 2nd. But his most conditioned, streamlined version, and if you put all the Brandon Currys in a lineup, dare I say, 2020 might actually win. 2021, he did battle with Big Ramy again, of course. Not my favorite version of Brandon Curry. He still placed second. 2022, the Derek Lunsford year. Brandon Curry got bumped down to fourth place, the first time in years. And then 2023, just last year, a lot of people said he was gifted a fourth place position. I think he earned it. I don't think that anybody else was in shape enough to defeat this Brandon Curry. And then, just this year, placing ninth at the 2024 Mr. Olympia. Ninth. So it has been quite some time for Curry to slip so far down in the placings. And because of that, I believe that this very well could be the last time we will ever see Brandon Curry on the Olympia stage. And I'm not going out there saying what he should do. I'm just saying what I think is a possibility. But what a glorious career. Let us zoom through these versions to see the evolution. You got big there, and then slender down, and then little tiny, and then oh my goodness, Brandon, geez, wonder what he was taking there. And then salad days, the prime, and the decline, and then the decline of placings, and then ultimately today. But you know what? Brandon Curry still looks fantastic. So if this is his last ever Mr. Olympia showing, I gotta say, he resembles his prime more than probably any Mr. Olympia champion if you compare him with his prime versus his last showing. And then there was that side chest. Are you telling me that he's any better in 2019 than he is here in the 2024s? For goodness sakes. Wow, what a side chest. This is like a side chest written in history because he held it for so long. And the back, yeah, his back, upper body, things of that nature might not be as good, obviously. Guy's the Olympia champion, but you know what? He was always criticized. Lag size, things of that nature, and usually that's the first thing to go. With the age, the coming of the 40s, and then the dreaded mid-40s. And if you make it to the late 40s. But you know what? Condition-wise, lag size, things of that nature, Brandon Curry, he is every bit as good as he ever was. I ain't as good as I once was, and a crab position. My, how it's been a long time. What does that country song say? He's good once as he ever was, so he's good one time, or I can't remember how it goes, but yeah, not too shabby. I do say, if I do say so myself, in this crab position, most muscular, might not be as big, but he brought the condition. And Brandon Curry, hey, if you do come back next year for one last dance, or hey, pull a Dexter Jackson, do it a bunch of times. Because around 2011, people were probably thinking, oh, Dexter should retire now. And then by 2016, he was placing second. So you never know. Brandon Curry, his body's definitely not failing on him. He got a midsection that most IFBB pros would dream to have. And his leg size has not shrunk at all, if anything. His legs are better proportioned than they've ever been. So Brandon Curry, if this is in fact your last ever Olympia, thank you for the memories. And hey, as a fan, I sure hope it's not. Have a great one, guys.